Oh shit, we're getting a call, Grant.
Do we get to take
Simeon, he's our boss. Let's see.
Look, you were like a son to me. Employee of the month. Does that mean nothing?
Wait,
to
do we
you?
sever our relationship with him?
Well, no.
We
We
crashed the car in there?
yeah, we drove the car through the front of his building. So
My business, my totally legitimate business.
Hey, man, what's going on?
My boy. Fucked.
Hey, buddy.
all right. All right,
Just
so
looking.
welcome back, patrons. Oh shit!
Whoa.
Gotta look both ways. I didn't look this way. So
that
yeah,
the moon?
we're back. What over
To
there?
your right, behind you.
Behind me? That?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep, that's the moon.
Looks really big tonight.
Oh, Max Renda manscaping. We should go over there. Yeah, we could go to the Cart L Pharmacia and video. Oh
Douche
man,
Gold.
dude, I love Video Alcove. They've got all my favorites.
Man, I love that craft beer, Douche Gold.
Happy Shark Bail Bonds and the Snapper's Delight. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Grant, I'm going to give you. I'm at the helm right now, but let's see. Should we do a Franklin mission, or should we do a Michael mission, or should we do a Strangers and Freaks mission?
Strangers and Freaks.
Strangers and Freaks. Okay, as long as it's not Tanya and her goddamn tow truck.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do. We were there.
Oh,
We got to go just fucking like run her tow truck. All right, I'm gonna go get my car, and then we're gonna go Strangers and Freak it up.
Yeah.
So welcome back, everybody.
We got questions.
We got them questions.
Let's see what we
Do
got.
this.
Scrolling through the list here. Cozy
Yeah.
says, "Hey Jeff and Grant,
Hey.
thanks for answering my boring pseudo-philosophical question.
What was it?
Means
Oh.
a lot.
What was that?
How'd you know I was a gentleman, Jeff? That weirded me out a bit.
Oh well.
I don't remember what the question is.
Yeah,
No problem.
I'm like Memento, right? Like I can't remember. I have to tattoo everything I said last week if I want to remember it. So sorry, man. But you know, here we are.
Well, here we go. Here's this question this week.
Okay.
It says, can you, Jeff,
Yes.
or Grant, I guess,
No.
with your
Yes.
dulcet tones and clever reasoning, explain to me why anime is worth watching? I can't. Jeff, maybe.
I can.
He says, because my girlfriend is a big anime fan, and I want to share in her interest.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate anime. It makes my skin crawl. When I watch it, I can feel all the times I've had sex with women being erased from history, like fucking Back to the Future.
Holy
I've
shit.
only found the slightest bit of enjoyment in 2 of them.
Wow.
And I'll use them as examples. Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
Right.
Very creative, good acting, interesting characters.
Yeah.
Can't stick to a tone for shit. But one scene is a tense political thriller where characters attempt to overthrow a dictator, and the next is a fairy tale-esque magical battle. Okay.
What's the other
question
one?
kind of cuts out
Okay. All right.
at that point. I guess
Well,
it just
here
ran a little long.
we're gonna do Strangers and Freaks,
Or cut out at least on my iPhone.
and then we're going to answer the question. Must be slacking.
That question once again for everyone
Yes.
was explain why anime is worth watching.
If I told you some fools I knew were running a little racing competition.
I'd say.
Oh,
Would have it, they got this really beautiful silver medal.
Fast and Furious?
Oh, we're gonna Tokyo drift all over this motherfucker.
yeah.
I'd say go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. All right, so that's just setting up. Oh, okay.
Get a car.
I've got a car. I brought a car here.
Yeah.
Now what? Go to the race. Oh, we're gonna do a race. I am terrible at racing, Grant,
Oh.
and I'm even more terrible in first person.
well,
so
we'll do it this way.
yeah.
If you die, I'll
Yeah.
take over and
okay.
do a race.
Okay.
Back and forth.
But as far as the answer to this question goes, this is what I'm going to tell you, right?
Yeah.
Like, good start, Jeff. I like anime because when I was a kid, anime was showing me things in. Okay. Oh, it is Fast and Furious. All right. Anime was showing me like concepts and ideas and a culture that I had never seen before. So like it was just interesting. It was a thing that I hadn't really ever encountered. So let's take for example, one of the standard tropes of anime, giant robots, right? Like, if you're a big fan of giant robots stomping around doing shit, like, where the fuck else are you going to see giant robots outside of anime on a consistent basis, right?
Yeah.
And I also like it's a different form of storytelling that is from a different place, and I necessarily it doesn't bother me. I know that it kind of bothers you a little bit, Grant, and I totally understand that because it can seem like really facile, right? When you look at it, like the things that the characters concentrate on don't seem like the things that you really care about in the story. And I totally, totally understand that. And, but, fuck, god damn it. Oh, shit. Go, Go car. Go
Dude, you were
go
really in the
go.
lead, I guess.
Yep.
For you to maintain.
Yep. It's because this car, when you use Franklin's power,
Yeah.
you can turn cars at like 90 degrees. So, like, watch
Kinda
this. See, here we go. Boop. And you just go, done. But that's why I like it. It's also, I think it's very creative. Like, just I mean, like, take Full Metal Alchemist, for example. Like, it's this whole kind of weird, like, world that's based entirely on the concepts of alchemy, right, of being real. And then there's, like, this whole thing with the military and stuff like that. I mean, Gundam, for example, is a military drama that just happens to be set in a world where giant robots fly through space all the time. And I dig on that stuff. So what I would say is if you're not a fan of anime, like, there's a few that you can always recommend that I find are less anime-y, right, than normal anime. Cowboy Bebop is definitely one that I feel like should be pretty accessible to people because it's got a real kind of Western flavor to it.
Do you consider Miyazaki anime?
Yeah, sure.
I like Miyazaki a lot.
Sure. I mean, but Miyazaki has a lot of that same stuff, kind of weird. Like, it seems like the characters in a lot of Miyazaki's movies are very much concerned with the wrong thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, that little girl, she is way less concerned with being an old lady.
I just think that there's beautiful storytelling and there is amazing artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And these are two of the things that I find a lot of anime lacks. And I know that anime is such a broad and widely encompassing category that it's very dismissive of me to kind of say something like that. But on a whole, I don't like most anime.
I mean, I'll say there is. I mean, hey, man, I am not going to sit here and tell you that there is not shitty anime out there.
Yeah.
Right? There is a
And
lot of
it seems
shitty
like
anime.
It's so easy for it to be so rapidly, cheaply produced. That's why the animation looks so cheap, and they use a lot of these gimmicks like flying through the air and the yelling and
Sometimes
I
it's
can't
just,
relate to how they emote.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it's an aspect of
It just
their comedic culture or whatever it is that I just find very unappealing.
I understand that. Totally understand it. I don't necessarily, but I understand why you would.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've made no bones when you and I play anime games about the whole idea that, like, that the primary, there's a game out there called Valkyria Chronicles, which is kind of like a retelling of World War II in a kind of an anime setting, right? And, like, the fact that the characters are a lot of times more concerned about all you need to do is believe in yourself and we're best friends forever, right? Is more important than the fact that, like, people are getting blown up by tanks and Nazis and fucking steam Valkyries and shit, right? Like, and you're like, you guys are really focused on the wrong thing. And I can definitely understand how that rubs people the wrong way. So, I mean, I'd say that it's just, God damn it, Lamar. What?
Hey, look. Chop got to stay around your crib for a while, homie. That's cool?
Yes,
Yeah, man,
your
it's
dog can
cool.
stay with
It's
me.
the best place for him anyway.
Like it ain't nobody out there gunning for your black.
All right, well,
Anyway, yeah, I think that if you can get over some of that stuff, I think that what he honestly should do, right, is go out and watch some of the, like, look for stuff that is the highest quality and try to stay away, at least at the beginning, of stuff like Naruto or however the fuck you say it. I'm sure somebody's like, that's called Naruto, Bleach, or things, or like One Piece, or even Gundam, things that are long-running TV shows, and stick with like 13-episode OVAs like Attack on Titan or Ghost in the Shell standalone complex is great, or even movies like Summer Wars. Summer Wars is a really fun little movie that's kind of bizarre. So yeah, just try to stick with, if you find something that's anime and you don't like it, turn it off.
There
Also,
you go.
Trigun. Yeah, Trigun.
I looked it up. The pronunciation is Noroto.
Noroto? That's not true. That's
Next
that's
question.
impossible.
Next question
Wait, hold
comes
on.
from Ryan Rubb.
Wait, hold on. We got to start this mission with Michael.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh wait, did we not do this with this guy? Oh wait.
Is that the tennis instructor?
Hey, you! Stop it!
What's up, man?
Get out of my way.
Michael, calm down.
What the fuck is going on?
Uh oh.
What happened? It was a
She
misunderstanding.
fucked a brick in my bed.
You bullshitting me.
It wasn't
Wait,
like
did we
that.
do this?
You in?
No.
Okay.
I'm in. Let's roll. Let's get
Oh, okay.
Just don't kill him!
Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. I played this mission in front of my sister. Yeah. Yeah. So
Awkward.
Michael caught the tennis coach boning his wife and now we're
It
like,
was a misunderstanding.
Yep.
He slipped and his dick fell under.
that's right. And
It
so now we're
happens.
chasing
You're
him
going the wrong
down.
way, dude. No, you're not. You're going the right way.
No, I'm
Don't
chasing
listen
him.
to me. Next question from Ryan Rubb says, does Jeff really read every comment people leave on the Rage Select videos?
Yep. Every
you
single
go.
one of them. Every comment on YouTube, every comment on Discus.
On occasion, Jeff, you have to take a little sabbatical.
I usually do it when I post the podcast because a lot of times when we do the podcast, we get very opinionated. And so that means that really draws out people's
Other opinions.
go fuck yourself. Like last week when we talked about this one story and somebody was just like, you guys need to stop talking about copyright because you don't know anything about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty hilarious comment.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, dude. If you're a subscriber, I'm sorry, but I actually do kind of know a little bit about copyright, and I don't like it when people
Jeff
take
used
that
to be
tone.
a copyright lawyer.
I used to be a copyright lawyer back in the old days. By the way, Grant, you're gonna absolutely love what happens next. Well,
Okay.
you won't believe it when you see what happens next.
Awesome.
I'm BuzzFeeding you.
Don't BuzzFeed me.
I'm BuzzFeeding the shit. I'm answering
Hey,
answers.comming you.
Hey, smart mouth.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna finish this up.
Oh, boy. We're going to cut off his dick.
Doing all right for his
What are we going to do here?
Hey, asshole! You ran out before we could settle our debts.
Michael, fine. You got the wrong idea, man.
I'm just a humble tennis instructor. Uh-oh. We're going to stop right here for.
Yeah, guess what? All right, what do you think's gonna happen here, Grant?
I think he's going to go cut off his dick.
You think he's gonna cut off his dick?
That's my guess.
Okay.
Or he's going to take out that platform and bring the whole house down. Because it looks like the house
fucking dramatic.
is terribly situated.
Off the session, bud. Well, there were a lot of freaking sessions, bud. I'm thinking you were working on more than just her backhand.
Oh!
Backhand
Hey.
come a long way, bro. Sometimes it's got to get worse to get better. Yeah, well, maybe I should come up there and practice my backhand on your face.
Yeah!
Oh!
Seriously bringing me down.
I love this game so
Well,
much.
it is, bud.
We hooked up, man.
You come into my house, take my money, and nail my wife? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna stick up my hand and say that was uncool, bud. My bad. Seriously. How
Who's that other lady?
magnanimous.
Oh, we'll find out eventually.
Please offer you my applause. You fucking motherfucker! And we'll see how you like it when someone fucks with your shit. Well, hey, wait! You got the wrong idea, pal. Whoa.
All right, you ready,
Oh,
Grant?
no. I am ready.
Are you ready?
Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Dude, you are probably crazy.
Holy shit.
You see this shit, dog? Boom, give it some.
Oh.
Woo! Don't fuck with fucking Michael,
No
man.
kidding.
Oh, hell yeah, homie. You know what time it is. Are you fucking
Oh, couches everywhere! Woo!
Yeah! Fuck, come on.
fuck, man? Fuck.
Oh, we did it. Fuck his ass.
So
But was we really trying to pull that dude
I was playing this last week with my sister. Like my sister came over and I was just showing her the PC version of this
Yeah.
game, and I was playing this, and I realized that like this one mission has so much profanity in it. Just this one mission, like not anything else, but just this one little mission has just so much profanity in it. Oh shit!
And then we die.
Go back to Michael's house. All right, but
Wow.
there's a twist.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Mr. DeSanta, what the hell?
Ain't you
That's not
looking?
my house. Bullshit. Oh, bro, I couldn't afford a place like that. I'm a tennis coach.
Damn
I
it.
hit balls for a living.
I
was
hit
just
balls for a
hiding
living.
there.
That's what I want to do.
You! You're a dead one! Green light! Green light! Martin Madrazo, give you green light!
Oh, I'm scared, lady. Just fucking terrified.
All right.
Green light, not Madrazo. Fuck you.
Whoa. Home. Martin? Martin Madrasso?
Uh oh.
Hey, man, that's some mean looking
Oh, shit.
motherfucking essays right behind you.
Yep.
Oh, that was quick. All right, help me deal with this.
I'll give it a go, man. Keep trying.
Come on, kid.
Lose him, Jeff.
All right. Now
Lose him.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Nice. I'm
All
going to
right.
ask another question here.
All right. Get another question up here.
SmartMouth4444 says, dark question for you guys. For Jeff, I ask, if Grant, John, Jason, and Aaron were in mortal danger,
I read
you
this
can only
question.
save one. Which
Yeah.
one would you pick?
Yeah.
Question's the same for Grant, except replace yourself with Jeff. My follow-up question for you both is, why don't you love the other three? Wow.
So, you know when people ask you this particular hypothetical question, I don't consider this. What would happen was when the situation happened, I would save somebody, and then I would spend the rest of my life feeling guilty that I didn't save the rest of them.
Oh.
Like, I can't say that, like, I would just be like, well, Grant, obviously.
I would save Aaron. That's
Yeah.
pretty easy. for me.
Because whatever was happening.
I actually know the other ones.
Yeah.
I know you guys. You're not worth saving.
Oh, shit. How would you deal with it? How would you live with yourself?
I would live
I'd sleep
great.
like a fucking baby. Sleep like a child every night.
Who you gonna save, Jeff? Looks like I'm off the list.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna save. You can only save one. I don't do well with those particular hypotheticals.
Yeah, well, no one's gonna actually hold you to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this is just the beginning. Before this guy shows up at my house, all Saw style. I want to play a game. You want to play a game? I want to play a game. All right, so probably Jason. I don't know. But
There you go.
fucking
It's your life partner. Come
Jason,
on.
Aaron, you, everybody, whoever's closest. That's my answer. Whoever was closer to me in the saving situation.
Like
so
sexually?
yeah, no, like
Oh.
physically.
Oh, okay. Ruscles06 says, I'll be going to see Avengers on Friday.
Woo.
Instead of touching up on my project, I've made the correct choice.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any TV show or game that you just have to watch or play no matter the consequences? Game of Thrones. I have to watch that.
Gotta watch Game of Thrones no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my new Lost. Lost I had to watch live every time.
Yeah.
Although this week I didn't get to watch Game of Thrones live because I also watch it with my wife.
Okay.
But that was a weird fluke. We watched it promptly as soon as we could next time.
Game of Thrones is probably at the top of my list. As far as games go, I mean, like, anytime that one of the Souls games or Miyazaki game comes out, as you guys know, or a Metal Gear game, those are ones that I'll totally, like, start playing right at midnight when they come out.
Yeah.
GTA, I mean, I'll play anything Rockstar does. They're the big high up on my list company. So, but for the most part, folks, I mean, not to be like a dick face about it, right? But like, since this is my job, I tend to play whatever the fuck game comes out, like right when it comes out. So, all right, here we go.
Daredevil
Wait.
is a good example of one that like had to watch right away.
Yeah.
Those binge watch ones when you want to be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch them right away.
Here we go.
Thanks for the help out there today, kid.
Wow, we did that all night.
We did it.
Shit, pulling houses off the hillside sure has a weird way of fucking with people.
Yeah, well, I thought I was through with all that shit. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, I think we're about to find out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Nope.
Do you?
Al Pacino? No,
You? I think so. Good.
I know who you are.
Are you Martin Martinez or whatever?
Martin Madrazo.
Franklin. License.
All right, here you go.
No. Franklin. Maybe help Mr. DeSanta here. Who am I? I think Martin Madrazo. Good boy. Now maybe give him a little of a background. Man, Mr. Madrazo.
We need to take that hat off so we can see our sick haircut.
Yeah.
Businessman who was wrongfully accused of running a Mexican-American gang and a narcotic ring, but the charges were dropped because of the witnesses came up missing. Smart kid. Now, Michael, got a question for you.
That's not a question!
Did you pull an architectural, significant, modernist wonder home down the hillside in Vinewood Hills?
I thought the owner was banging my wife.
Well, that was a strange house for a tennis coach.
It seems like he's got some kind of weird speech pattern. I
Yeah.
can't-
Clearly.
It's like the G-Man in Half-Life or
This is
something.
really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Natalia will need a hotel while you finance the rebuild, won't she?
I don't understand what you're saying.
And I'm guessing here that the rebuild will be somewhere in the 2.5 million range.
Of course.
Great.
Damn. So she was the one in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. So now we can see the motivation for Michael to return to a life of crime.
Never better.
His wife fucked a tennis coach. He pulled down the house. Owes gangsters $2.5 million.
Wow, that was pretty. That's like gotta be the crux of the game.
That's the crux
These
of.
guys come together and then they have to do big heists.
Oh, you just wait. Like I think there's
The
an even
plot thickens.
there's an even better. Yeah, there's an even better plot point that comes after that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, no, I think the writing in this game is fucking fantastic. Like I think it's really good.
Give me a little alone time, all right?
And I think this is going to go directly into meeting with what's his face, the third guy, or not? God, the guy in the wheelchair. I can't remember his name.
Wheels.
Wheels.
Professor X.
Yes, that's right.
All right, we got another question. We got a bunch of questions. We're dropping behind here.
Okay.
Jamie
all right.
Douglas says,
Uh-huh.
2 questions, one for Jeff.
Right.
Which anime hero do you prefer, Vash the Stampede from Trigun or Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist?
Is that which what do I
Anime hero do you prefer?
Vash the Stampede from Trigun?
Okay. For me, do I watch Bates Motel and what do I think of it? I do not. So I don't know. I don't think much of it because I never got around to watching it.
Come see me, old friend. I'm living in
Sorry,
Los
I guess I
Santos
should check it
just
out.
like you. Marietta
Let's see. Next question is from Alex.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
You fucker.
probably the first question to ask you guys. Don't know if someone asked this yet, but have you ever planned on releasing old Patreon videos to the rest of the world? I'm a happy Patreon and all, but I can't help but feel that it puts a big black mark on your site when you basically are holding over 100 videos hostage. Plus, more videos to the public.
I don't really consider it holding videos hostage. I consider it I consider it the fact that
a privileged reward.
yeah,
to the
Patreon
Patreons?
is like it's the only reason there is Rage Select is because of Patreon. So I consider that to be like a pretty substantial like benefit to the people who subscribe, and the people who don't subscribe totally get access to the. I mean, we've never cut content in for Patreon, and I've never really been able to get a good read from our patrons about whether or not they would feel like they had been cheated or slighted or whatever if we started releasing some of the older stuff out into the wild.
Sure.
There seems to be kind of a 50-50 split, and with a lot of other people who either just don't watch the videos or don't respond to that.
Well, I mean,
as I understand it, we've got
I feel like
400.
you confuse patrons with investors.
Mm.
Because I think you do feel this sort of obligation because you create content already, and they're paying you because they appreciate the content. They want to be a patron, which that's generally a no strings attached. So this is added generosity on your part to provide these extra videos on Patreon.
Yeah,
which is cool. But in a way, I kind of agree with Alex that, I mean, they're not investors in the site, or else there would be some other contractual agreements between us, I think.
Right.
So I think at the end of the day, if eventually you want to also release these to the public, that should be fine. They've gotten the exclusivity of this for a bit. But then there's also something to add to the fact that I think there can be a little bit more of a broader engagement in the conversation when this is released to the public, and they can also kind of join in the discussion, I suppose.
Maybe so. I mean, I'll put it out there again to people. I mean, the thing is that I'm really looking for people to actually to really
chime in and
I don't
tell us the negatives, tell us the positives.
If we start releasing some of our old Patreon videos and suddenly everybody cancels their patronage, then the site will not exist anymore, and that's the situation that I'm kind of trying to avoid.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Because I don't like. The thing is that if people decide that they're unilaterally unhappy, oh my god, I forgot about this. Grant, this is the best.
Finish your thought real quick.
I feel that if people if people unilaterally cancel their patronage, then we just have to shut the site down, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how to gauge that, right? So.
I'm not stressed out at all. Now go fuck yourself.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Who is this lady?
Just fuck you.
Just a random lady?
I'm on a run.
She's.
I'm a little upset.
I could still run you into the fucking ground.
Okay. Hey, I played high school football, all right, sweetheart? All state, QB.
Whatever. Just don't have a coronary.
So she's this like 39-year-old fitness woman
Yeah.
that you keep running into in the world, who is like
Okay, man, boo.
ultra aggressive with you about her ability to run faster, further, and do more athletic things. And I think each one of the characters runs into her at some point or another.
Cheating already. Stay on the path.
So you can just kind of cheat.
Sort of, yeah. She's also just, I mean, she's just like I said, she's
The man who can't stay on the path.
she's just like super, super aggressive about this. And you just do a foot race. I think you do like a bike ride. I think all the characters run into her at one point or another.
Well, yeah. Let us know in the comments kind of what you guys think on that.
Yeah.
Persian King 44 says, "What franchises do you guys feel should have died a long time ago? Alternatively, if they've been going in a new, better direction for some time now, should they have done it sooner?" Our conversation about Terminator Salvation, I guess, in the upcoming reboot has some thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
shit.
It says for all of Salvation's crimes, especially how it told the continuity of the previous films to fuck off. John should seriously be the last person to question a sentient robot's humanity, given that one was his father figure. It did do one thing right. It took the place of the future rather than It took place in the future rather than becoming a repeat of Judgment Day. Genesis,
Here we go.
I'll give the benefit of the doubt for at least stating that the timeline is fucked up, so anything goes, and maybe there'll be a few surprises in store for us. Franchises that should die. Doctor Who's been going on a bit long, huh? It's a bit long in the tooth, and I hear it's not that great with Capaldi. That could probably die.
I don't necessarily think that's.
That's not a franchise, I suppose. It's just.
I mean, well, it's like here's the thing.
Series.
I don't necessarily think that. I mean,
it doesn't count as a franchise.
I don't necessarily think that any franchise should just. I mean, I don't really have a hatred for. See, I guess that's the thing. I don't hate watch anything. So if I think that a franchise isn't that good, I just don't engage with it.
Have you
right?
heard the alternate term, Hope Watch?
Hope Watch? Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah,
Look at
instead of
that
hate
shit,
watch,
man.
you watch something because you just want it to get better.
Yeah.
Rather than you're like, this is just a train wreck. I just got to watch.
Hey, how much time do we have left over there, by the way?
Let me check.
Just out of curiosity. So I don't know that I really have like a specific thing
3
that
minutes.
Okay. I don't necessarily think I have a specific thing where I'm just like, yeah, fuck that show. See, because that's the thing, right, Grant? It's one of those things that I feel like a lot of times we get into on the internet, which is if somebody else enjoys watching, like I don't really watch The Walking Dead, right? But if somebody else enjoys The Walking Dead, why the fuck would I want to take that away from them? Or, I mean, like, you know, as far as things.
Sometimes I just want to take away other people's joy.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
yeah.
it's a good point.
Actually, things ain't been good. Things been
Let's see.
I think, you know what? I might have wanted
acting out. That's
Star Wars to take a little bit more of a break before we saw a new like, you know, actually, you know, here's the thing. This isn't actually totally a break thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot lined up in the next year or two coming out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to the point where, like, I feel like that it's on the edge of bringing me to a point where,
Oversaturation?
yeah, where like I don't have enough in me to care about 3 different Netflix series, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as 4 movies in a year, and then these other things that are going on.
Agents S.H.I.E.L.D. is splintering off another show with Mockingbird.
Yeah,
and
well,
I'm like, no, thank you.
It's already happened. I didn't watch Agent Carter. Or I didn't feel the need to watch Agent Carter.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched
And
it
it's
yet, right?
Marvel.
What's that?
It's Marvel property. and
Right.
You don't want to watch it? Wow.
Right. I mean, like,
I
here.
didn't either.
And I was just waiting for it to be over, but now it's over, right? All the episodes are out there.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
There's no drive to watch it.
yeah. We're just having a therapy session here in the meantime. But yeah, I feel like a lot of times that's the sort of thing that really bugs me. Or when they talk about, Lord of the Rings was a good example of when they said that The Hobbit was coming out. I was like, I don't know if I'm really interested in watching The Hobbit right now. I mean, I understand why they would make it so early, but for me, a lot of times it's just like there's a game franchise, Call of Duty. Remember we played Call of Duty last year? Call of Duty comes out every year. Assassin's Creed comes out every year. So the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out once every 5 years, means that I get way more excited for it, right? Because there isn't one for me to play in the meantime. Or the fact that it's been, 4 or 5 years since a Metal Gear game came out. There's one coming out this year, and it's just like, yes, like I'm super excited, as opposed to Call of Duty, where you're just like, here we go. Another Call of Duty or another Assassin's Creed, right? Another Battlefield game, whatever. So,
to this question, Charles says, continuing on from the last question, the other episode where we were talking about overanalyzing stuff.
Yeah.
Can you think of a time when perhaps we spent too much time overanalyzing a movie, show, game, whatever, rather than just enjoying it for what it was? Like a particular thing where we've gone.
You talking about us specifically, or society in general?
Us specifically, I figure.
I think that you
Billy
and I,
Madison. I went really angry on that. I'm like, that's just stupid. Then like Step Brothers. Then I went and rewatched those ones. I'm like, it's okay that they're stupid. They're just dumb movies. If I just turn it off my brain, I can find the humor in them.
Right. I'm pretty content with the level of analysis that I've done on things. I mean, I understand that I play like a lot of the Souls games, right? Like I've gotten deep into those, but I've gotten something out of that. Like I feel that the deeper that I get into those games, the more appreciation that I have for those games and their development. If a thing doesn't interest me, generally speaking, I try to not obsess over it.
I obsess over Walking Dead, and that one, like that term, hope watch.
Yeah.
I completely hope watch that because and maybe I analyze it to death, but I see the potential. I see where it could have been better, and I struggle with that show, or at least I used to. I think it actually finally has improved.
You know what? The one that I can think of is one that you said before, or the one that you've mentioned in a previous podcast.
Yeah.
Prometheus. I think I spent way too long thinking about why I don't like Prometheus. Like, or even, maybe even some of the Star Wars prequels. I might have spent a little bit more time than is healthy thinking about why I don't like those.
I find I often have the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Where I
pay for
finish
that?
a movie and I like it.
Yeah.
And then I end up thinking about it.
You
until
analyze
I
it.
don't.
Ooh, shit.
I analyzed myself out of enjoying what I'd already enjoyed.
Right. Look at that shit. Ooh. Sexy mama, come to daddy.
And that's got glass all over the seat.
That's all right. It's got some sick-ass DeLorean. No, there's not DeLorean doors. Dude, close the door, Michael. Okay,
Let's
fine.
see. Do we have time for one more question? I think we have time for one more question.
I'm just going to go driving down the road with my horn blaring.
Let's see. How about Carlos?
Okay.
Carlos says,
Carlos Mencia.
What are some hilariously dickish things either of you have ever done in a board game or tabletop RPG? He says, in a game of Risk, I manipulated a friend into an alliance, convincing him to take a huge bulk of his forces out of Asia on a combined assault against his older brother.
Yeah.
In reality, I just wanted him to leave the territory as unmanned so I could sweep through Alaska, and his brother and I then proceeded to surround and crush his forces.
Yeah.
One of the most dickish moments I'm very proud of. Anything come to mind for you?
The biggest dick thing that I can think of is when I was playing a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be an evil campaign. And I was playing, it was in Forgotten Realms, so I was playing as a cleric. And so clerics in D&D, one of their big skills is charisma, which meant that I had like a big amount of charisma, like more than the other people that were with me, which meant that like I could talk my way out of anything. And I was just like, everybody trusted me and they liked me a lot. And it frustrated the shit out of the DM because he would make these like super high like bluff checks for me.
Yeah.
And then I just totally pass them. Be like, tell these guys like what I want to say, like, nah, man, it's cool. Like we're all good, bro. Like we're super good. There's nothing to be a problem with here. I didn't even kill that guy. Like that guy was dead when I got here. And he'd be like, make a huge check, and I'd be like, all right. And then I would pass it. And he'd be like, he believes you. But we had this one thing where we were put into a prison, right? We were captured. The DM put us into a prison. He set it up so that we couldn't rest to get our spells back, and then everybody was exhausted, and they had us doing manual labor and shit all the time. And so I made friends with one of the guards, and I used my charisma to make him think that I was his best friend. And like we turned in these other prisoners that told us about their plan to escape, and for as a reward, this guard that was like my best buddy, he gave us like 5 minutes to like rest without being tortured and have it work, and he gave us some bread. And I was like, great. And then he turned around and was just kind of relaxing. And I was like, all right. Or no, he went to sleep. He was like, you got 2 hours. I'm going to take a nap. When I wake up, I got to take you guys back to your cells. As soon as he was asleep, I'm like, kill him. They were like, what? And like, because when in D&D, if somebody's asleep, you can do what's called a coup de grace, where you immediately do a critical hit on them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, coup de grace. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, coup de grace. It's like you're gonna pulp him into he's not even gonna exist when you get done. You're gonna hit him so goddamn hard. I'm like, I know. He's like, he thinks you're his best friend. I'm like, he put me in jail, and so I did it. And the people that I was playing with, they were like, God damn, you're ruthless. And I'm like, they put us in jail. They were gonna execute us. What the fuck are you talking about? That's probably the biggest dick move.
The overall big picture here.
Right.
Folks.
Whoa. Shit. Whoop. Oop.
There goes a nice car.
We're going to go swimming here.
I often play a game, Mafia, which is this very simple game where you have, and you probably have heard it in a bunch of different other iterations, but you have mob hitmen, and then you also have police, and everyone in the circle gets a card, and you kind of have everyone put their head down. Then people lift their head, and the killers pick who they want to kill.
Great.
They put their head down, then the cops try and guess who it is, and then they put their head down. Then everyone wakes up, someone dies, and then the rest of the citizens have to try and guess and basically out someone as the mobster. And I love playing that game and just lying my ass off. Unnecessary lies. Completely like I won't even be the killer, but I'll like pretend like, oh, I heard this person shuffle, so I think they next to me, so I think they raised their head to try and kill someone.
Right.
All this stuff just to stir the pot and make people argue with each other.
Nice.
And it turns really dickish. I
Cool.
like doing that game a lot.
So we're going to get ourselves a little jet ski here. Is that it? Are we done?
We're done, man.
Oh, shit. I got the
jet ski off into the sunset.
beach cops on my tail here. Woo, jet ski! All right, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back next week with another episode of Grand Theft Auto 5 right here for patrons. Woo, jet ski, bitch! Woo!